This is We Talk Spurs, and we've got an exciting incoming transfer roundup for you today. And we're going to start straight away with the big news, and that is that Tottenham have agreed a £25 million deal for Brighton midfielder Yves Bissouma. Again, anyone that's familiar with the Premier League will know how good Bissouma is. Brilliant player in terms of a bit of an all-rounder in the midfield. He's a tackler, he can win the ball, he's great at passing, and he also has some ability in the opposition box as well. So he could really tick a lot of boxes in what Spurs are looking for this summer. I know there was questions about an ongoing investigation that's kind of underway involving him at the moment. You would imagine Spurs know every single thing about that now, being that they're spending 25 million plus potential add-ons on the player. So I think you just have to trust the club with this one. And obviously, should everything in that regard be perfect, then what an addition and what a deal that is. Again, huge player potentially for the next season, and you've got to imagine that Conte is very, very happy with the addition of Yves Bissouma to his squad. Looking at other additions, Matt Law has said that there's an expectation now for Spurs to be the club that signed Jed Spence. There's also been a report about Jed Spence preferring a move to Tottenham over any other clubs interested. As I said a couple of days ago, it'd be interesting to see how this one builds as the week goes on and as the internationals end, and whether a deal can be done quite quickly. But it's up to Spurs and Middlesbrough now to agree a fee and get that one done. Another one that we've spoken about every day so far is Richarlison. The latest development being that Spurs could look to lower the price that Everton are asking for, which is believed to be over £50 million, by offering Lucas Moura and Harry Winks as potential makeweights in that deal as well. Potentially a good way of doing it, because at the end of the day, they're two players that might not be featuring that much in the squad. And if it brings in a player like Richarlison, who would add depth to the forward options, can play across both wings and down the middle, potentially there's a deal to be done there. A couple more before we finish. Speaking to the United Stand, Fabrizio Romano has revealed that Pau Torres is on the list of Tottenham centre-backs. However, he isn't the main priority right now. I'd believe that would still be Bastoni that Spurs would be looking at potential options for within Milan's financial instability. He is on the list, but just not high up the list. And finally, from Adam Crafton in The Athletic, it seems like Arsenal and Spurs are going to battle it out for Leeds winger Rafinha. I know he was linked with Barcelona a lot, but there's a lot of issues, obviously, with Barca at the moment and their finances, making that one a bit more difficult to pull off. But this one, again, could be instead of Richarlison, but you would imagine it would be quite an expensive deal to complete.